A Russian court has begun reading the verdict against Nadia Savchenko. The Ukrainian pilot is accused of murdering two Russian journalists with mortar fire in eastern Ukraine. Now, delivering the verdict on Monday, the judge said Savchenko was driven by hatred of Russia. Prosecutors have argued she ordered and directed the strike that killed the two men. They're calling for a 23-year jail term, but Savchenko says she had already been captured by pro-Russian rebels at the time of the attack. It's been branded a show trial by Kiev and the European Union. Well, for more, let's speak to Volodymyr Solohub in Kiev. So, Volodymyr, the verdict is still being read as we understand it, but there were some reports earlier that she'd already been found guilty.
Well, that's correct. The reading of the verdict began early today in the morning in the Russian city of Donetsk, which actually is just several kilometers from Ukrainian border. This side of the court is also somewhat symbolic. And the court earlier reserved 2 days to read this verdict and to be actually the lawyers and the experts expect that the final word by the court will not be delivered until tomorrow, even though there were some reports which appeared in the media earlier today that the verdict has already been finalized by the court, that she has been found guilty. Her lawyers they commented on that, said this is what was not the case. The verdict is still being read by the court, and according to the Russian laws, as the lawyers explained, until the judge finishes reading this whole verdict, there will not be an official legal sentence.
Volodymyr, what's been the reaction in Kiev on the possible outcome of this trial?
Well, from the very beginning, when Nadia Savchenko was captured back in June of 2014, when she was detained by the Russian-backed militants, when she was transferred to Russia, and when the whole trial began, the government here in Kiev was calling this a sham trial, because there was a lot of evidence suggesting that the Russian journalists, the murder of which Nadia Savchenko is being accused of, were already dead at the time when she was captured. And obviously, everybody realizes here in Kiev that this is a political trial, this is politically driven trial, and nobody has any illusions that the verdict will be any other than guilty. But following this guilty verdict, which everybody expects to be handed tomorrow, there might be a window of opportunity for the Ukrainian government to start talking about the extradition of Ukrainian pilot, or her exchange to the Russian special agents, special service agents who are being detained in Ukraine.
Well, Volodymyr, from Kiev, thank you very much for now.